In today's video, I have three important updates on our Yieldmax funds, OARK, TSLY, and CONY. So we earn over $100,000 per year in dividends at this channel. And our performance of value has taken a hit recently. We're only up now 41% for the year, as it shows below, 41%. We were up 50%. The SP's up 15, the Dow's up 5, the Nasdaq's up 29. So yeah, we've fallen recently because of Cornerstone, okay? Cornerstone is how I live financially free out of my brokerage account. If you need help living free out of yours, email me for my e-guides at akintodd48@gmail.com. I have e-guides on how to play Cornerstone properly and also how to use margin to live out of your brokerage account. So it's very important that, yes, we're going to talk about these Yieldmax funds, okay? But it's very important that you understand Cornerstone anchors your portfolio so that you don't face so much volatility from the Yieldmax funds. All right, so Cornerstone, it's a 21% dividend paying fund, 5-star on Morningstar, as you know. It beat the indexes, as you can see here. And so it's doing very well still, and it's been due for a pullback. It's been holding up. It's been almost bulletproof recently. That's because it's such a popular fund. I mean, it's one of the largest closed-end funds in the world. And also it has a special dividend program where it drips at the NAV. $8 market price here. Okay, $6 is the drip. So, you know, you really have to take advantage of Cornerstone and not only anchor your portfolio, but, you know, I know that the 21% dividend is not as sexy as the 60% dividends or whatever in TSLY. But when you drip these dividends, it compounds your 21% dividend and gives you these gains here. So, you know, the 642 NAV price, 27% gain there. All these, you know, massive gains, honestly. 627 NAV price, 30% gain. So every month, that's what you see in these Cornerstone funds. They drip the 21% dividend at NAV, and they follow the indexes, and they beat the indexes in many cases. So this is why Cornerstone is the cornerstone of my account, and you have to have it. You can't put all of your money in the Yieldmax funds, in my opinion. You have to go with low maintenance names, first of all, which Cornerstone is. If you need help understanding maintenance, email me for my margin e-guide at akintodd48@gmail.com. See, Cornerstone is 30% maintenance if you go to the trading tab here. And it's, you know, that's the key to living financially free out of my brokerage account is I tie most of my investments to low maintenance funds. Snapshot here, as you can see, you go to snapshot on E-Trade, view margin requirement, maintenance requirement, and you'll see it's 30%, okay? 30% for Cornerstone. So high quality funds are usually 30%, and lower quality risky funds are, you know, 50% and greater in maintenance. So that means for every 100,000 I put into Cornerstone, only 30,000 of my equity is taken up. And as you know, that's the key to living financially free out of my account. Once again, is I keep my available withdrawal number high. Okay, so when you buy these Yieldmax funds, you have to keep maintenance in mind, and also beta or volatility, however you want to look at it. So, okay, so 200,000 available for withdrawal, that means that I'm well away from a margin call. Okay, if the market falls 20%, not only can my account withstand that, but the 20% dividends from Cornerstone pay back those losses. Okay, so by the way, you just have to learn how to play Cornerstone. You have to time it around its rights offering, and you have to learn how to ask for the special drip, which again my e-guides address. And also, when you buy my e-guides, you get access to Discord for free, and that gives you the RO channel here, the Cornerstone Rights Offering channel, where I alert you of the rights offering. So we're all on top of it here. We have hundreds of members here already in the Discord, and we have many other channels here that we use to get the most out of our brokerage accounts, including who has the best drip programs for Cornerstone, who has the best margin rates, et cetera, et cetera. So Cornerstone here, again, you need to explore having that in your account, you know, and not overweight your position so much with the Yieldmax funds. But I do want to say that for these Yieldmax funds, let's say OARK, I wanted to show you ARKK, which is the underlying holding that OARK tracks. Okay, ARKK. It looks to me like it's come to a significant support area, and when you tie it together with Tesla, okay, the underlying of TSLY, Okay, it combines for a pretty attractive picture, I think. So you'll see here ARKK, all right, it's really cheap on its max time frame chart. I'm buying low, in my opinion, at just as you can see by the chart there, but also on a 1 year chart, we've broken the 200-day moving average. Okay, so that's very bearish, right? That's not a good sign. Okay, but if you go here, first of all, 40 looks to be a support area. Because that was the old channel here, February, March, April. 40 was that support area. So old resistance and the old channel here could become new support again. And also the 200 is not far away, that orange line, the all-important 200-day moving average where long-term traders place their bets and short-term traders. Very important moving average. If that breaks, it's bearish, but as you can see, we haven't had a huge follow through yet because we're kind of hugging the 200. And in many cases, you can hug when there's strong catalyst underlying or underneath the fund. And here I'll show you one catalyst that I think could help keep ARK in a relatively stable range around $40 again and hug that 200-day moving average. If you go to Tesla, its largest holding, okay, so Tesla, which is important for our TSLY fund, okay, Tesla, okay, it's now almost reached the 200-day moving average, that orange line. So that's going to be a very significant area for Tesla investors, all right? And if that breaks, you still have 200 as a whole number support area, and that would be the old range, the old channel here from February and March as well. So it doesn't look like there's too much downside in Tesla. Therefore, you could see a little bounce off the 200 there. You could see support come in there. We're also getting oversold. So, it won't be perfect maybe because Tesla is particularly volatile and unpredictable with Elon Musk. But we could hold around that 200-day moving average or 200 a share, which would make ARKK hold as well. All right. And then also ARKK has Coinbase as one of its largest holdings. And so if you go to Coin, I've been buying CONY, the Yieldmax fund that just debuted the other day. CONY, it's about to find its 200-day moving average, or Coin is. And so this bodes well for CONY. So the 200-day moving average, $75 for Coinbase. That's the old range here, February, March, once again. And yes, it had a huge move off the lows here from 50. All right, 50 to 100. I mean, that's 100% gain in less than a few months, but it's pulled back. And this is your Bitcoin exposure. If professionals think you should have about 5% of Bitcoin assets in your account. So that's what we have with about 3,500 of Kony, which is what I added to today. I bought 3,000 Kony yesterday, and added 500 today. And so, and by the way, on the trading recap channel, I was going to list the fact that I bought Kony, but I wanted to make this video for you and do it right. And I wanted to tell you about this maintenance issue and beta issue with these Yieldmax funds. Okay, you can't just be buying a ton of Yieldmax funds just for the yield. Okay, you have to keep your available withdrawal in mind, this number, this equity number. This is how I live free out of my account. I swipe my E-Trade card, do whatever I want, pay my bills out of this account, travel the world, buy cars, clothes, anything you want out of your margin debt, okay, which has grown for me to about 200,000. And I've seen other clients of mine start to balloon their margin. And I'm talking many people, not just a few of you guys. I'm not calling any of you out because I've seen many of you guys use a little bit, I would say too much margin. In the e-guides, we talk about using no more than 10 to 30% to start out. And also 237,000 in debt. For me, that's nothing compared to my market value. I was even much more aggressive earlier this year, but I'm a little more experienced with the margin. I know how to use it, I think. To me, it's not a big deal. This is low interest debt, okay? So I don't mind holding this amount of debt. And because it's tied to the indexes, I stay pretty much in line performance-wise with the indexes. Usually even on down days, I outperform because these funds are low beta, all right? So you have to tie your investments to these indexes, but also low beta or low volatility indexes if you want these Yieldmax funds, okay? And I think that, let's say OARK, okay, I think that that's a great fund. It's like a Russell 2000, and it's looking like it's a setting up for, you know, to buy in a prime area. But it's still a Yieldmax fund. These things are unproven. It's 50% maintenance. If you go to the OARK tab, if you trade that, okay, hit, you know, go to the maintenance of OARK, you'll see that it's 50% maintenance. Some brokerages have Yieldmax at 100% maintenance. Some at 25. At E-Trade, it's at 50%. So for every 1,000 you put in your position there, 500 of your equity is taken up. And so this is important. I mean, you have to be able to factor in 20% corrections in your account at all times. And so I can deal with a 30% correction even. We've already corrected pretty significantly from the highs, in my opinion. And I could deal with 20% more because our dividends pay that back in Cornerstone. These Yieldmax funds, the dividends vary, okay? So we don't know what the dividend will be for Kony. I'm sure it'll be high. And as you saw by that chart, it looks like a decent time to buy Kony. But that dividend will fluctuate, just like the TSLY dividend will fluctuate, and so will OARK. So Cornerstone sets its dividends for the year, all right? There's no guessing with what the dividend will be next month in Cornerstone. So again, if you need help understanding how I use Cornerstone or margin or maintenance for that matter to get ahead, email me for my e-guides at akintodd48@gmail.com. When you buy my e-guides, you get free access to Discord, all the channels, including my daily trading recap. And you also get my phone number to call me free anytime you need me, okay? So, you know, you have my number. You can text me, call me. I'll walk you through your account and set it up just like mine if you need me to. It's a pleasure speaking to all my clients. I love our conversations. So I don't mind it at all, okay? You can call me anytime as long as it's within generally central, you know, business hours. So anyway, yeah, just email me if you have questions on those, and also leave comments in the section below if you have any more general questions on how these Yieldmax funds work. If you like the video, click like or subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.